Hi. Today I wanted to talk about what probate is. Probate is the court process to monitor the payment of your debts and the distribution of your property to your heirs or beneficiaries by a court-appointed personal representative. There are three things that I wanted to point out about probate. One, it's time-consuming. Often it takes a year or more to finish the probate process. Two, it's expensive. I'll briefly go over the costs involved in the following slides. And three, it cannot be avoided simply by having a will in place. Let's talk a little bit more about the cost of probate. Fees for probate are set by law. The personal representative and the lawyer are each entitled to the following amounts, based on the value of the property being probated. 4% of the first $100,000, 3% of the next $100,000, 2% of the next $800,000, 1% of the next $9 million, 0.5% of the next $15 million, and a reasonable amount determined by the court for anything above $25 million. I think the best way to understand this is to go through an example. Let's say Jane dies with a house worth $1 million that has an $800,000 mortgage on it. How much are the fees payable to the personal representative and the lawyer? You can pause the video now if you want to take some time to think about it. The answer is up to $46,000. Let's take a little bit of time to understand the calculation. Let's first look at the personal representative's fee. 4% of the first $100,000 is $4,000. 3% of the next $100,000 is $3,000. 2% of the next $800,000 is $16,000. All of that put together accounts for the $1 million value of the house, and that means that the personal representative is entitled to $23,000. Remember though that the lawyer is also entitled to the same amount, so altogether it's $46,000. This fee doesn't include court filing fees and things of that nature, and also does not account for the fact that there's an $800,000 mortgage on it. So how can we avoid probate? 1. It's important to review the title to all of your property. Certain ways of holding your assets can help you avoid probate, for example through joint tenancy or using a living trust. 2. You should check the beneficiary designations on assets such as your life insurance and retirement accounts. Without having these updated, it's possible that those assets could be part of your probate estate. Finally, if you have assets of relatively little value, let's say you own $50,000 or less in real estate or $150,000 or less in other types of property, you might be able to avoid probate. Thanks for watching.